Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing off my new race. It is called Jump the Bridge, and that kind of will make sense if you just look right ahead of you. There's more to it than you think. There's also one way back there, but you can't see it. Anyway, let's get straight into the race. So there was this weird glitch with this game, this race I found, and apparently I couldn't choose the cars that I wanted. And I took a look on the creator menu. Nothing seems to be the problem. Maybe Rockstar need to fix it or something. Anyway, the majority of this race is the Torador. And let's just say this race is quite crazy because it's actually, let's just say this is not long, like in each aspect of this race when you think, oh, this race is getting boring. Nah, there's heaps in this race that you don't know about. So the key to this is to make sure you have your driving stick, the steering stick, okay? You see the steering stick? Make sure you have that down while you're driving, okay? That will make sense, and trust me, it will. Use your horn as well, and you can make these jumps pretty easily. I'm sorry that I keep messing it up, but trust me, it will help you. If you can get to there, then you can get to there. And I'll even show it off pretty soon, Anyway, the whole point of this race is that it's all based on water, and it also takes you down to where the main location is of this race, which is actually the docks. Every single time I've done a race like this, it has been near the docks. But there's also another vehicle in this race that is kinda common. And that is the Blazer Aqua. We used the Blazer Aqua in both of the other races, so we'll use it in this one. Actually, I don't think we did it in the first one, but we definitely used it in the second one. But the Blazer Aqua does not have that much to it, you know? Now, for this one, you can just use a horn to get onto this thing. And make sure you have the driving stick, the steering stick down, so you can get up there. It would be better if you worked out the timing. Like, the timing is a bit different. You got to work on timing on this race too, because timing does take a big aspect of this race. It's not necessarily hard. Sometimes you can even do it without worrying about time at all, but it does help to think about the time it takes you to do it, like a certain jump. And I'll show you in this next one coming right up. And this is where we jump the first bridge. Well, somewhat jump the first bridge. We're jumping a boat, then we jump a bridge. Alright, we're here. Okay, so just keep using your boosts. You should be able to get 2 in there before you have to jump again. And obviously don't mess it up like I did. Let me show you again. Keep using your boosts. Make sure you have your driving stick down before you jump, and then you should be able to make that easy. Now trust me, I did put this giant wall here for a reason. This wall here was to stop you from going too far out. You're welcome, by the way, and trust me, it would be a real pain if you did do that. I did not make this race hard, okay? I did not make this race hard at all. Well, I hope not, at least. Anyway, here comes the first bridge. Made it across the first bridge. That's great. Alright, so you don't really go over that bridge again, but if you want to do more than one lap, you can. And this is a lapped race. So you go back to this vehicle for a while. You won't be the Blazer Aqua for a little while, okay? You won't be back into the Blazer Aqua until we reach near the end of the race, and it's only for a short time. I didn't want to put the Blazer Aqua being too much, you know. The good thing about this race is that the majority of it is the Torador. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what car you choose. Well, It kind of does if you do decide to do this with other people, but yeah. Now this next one's going to be a little tricky. This is the only point in this race that you might find a little hard, I think. At least that's my opinion. Anyway, we become a Toreador again. This could be my Toreador actually. Anyway, yeah, what you want to do, you make sure you have the steering stick back, and make sure you keep using your boosts. And you should be able to just make it. There you go. Now personally, I would actually stop here and go back to the start, because it'll give you a bit more of a runway if it makes sense. So I am going to say this, use your boost straight away when you can. So use the boost now. Keep your steering stick back, and then you should be able to make that jump pretty dang easy. But there is that one little bit of a feature. You need to get up there. Now, I didn't want to make this race that hard for you at all. So even if you did mess this up, there is a way for you to just get back up there. Okay, you could just use this and get back up there. No problem at all. And there you go. You got your boost back up, and you're back onto the track. Even so, it doesn't matter. Because if you wanted to do the jump properly, you could, which honestly it's probably easier. But do this if you want. You're gonna go through here, and you become your normal car again. Most of this is actually not in the water, so that's another bonus. I mean, not in the land, sorry, not in the land. It's in the water. Now this part's where it gets a little bit more hard, I guess you could say. I originally had a jump there, but I chose to remove it because it did not do anything. Okay, it did not do anything to help, and I wanted to remove that, so that's what I did. Okay, this is where it gets harder. You're gonna have to come here. There's no choice around it. You have to come here. So you're gonna have to make this jump. This is not that hard. All you have to do is just go straight through here, and you should make it no problem. It may look like you may not make it, but most of the time, 9 times out of 10, you will make it. As long as you go at full speed. Now I did put this another thing here, because I found this quite annoying with the Toreador. And as you can see, the Toreador is right here. Kinda can see it, there you go. Okay, so this next part's a bit more tricky, but I am going to share with you a little secret to this, okay? I did not make this hard, okay? I did choose to do one small thing that might make it easier for you guys if you do mess it up. So there is an alternative with this race. You can go back up the original way, or you can start it again. It's your choice, but like I said before, use the driving stick, drive forward. And like you see here, I just messed up the jump. And all I have to do now is just go up this little ramp right here and make our way through here. So it makes your life a whole lot easier when you do this race, because I decided to not make it like impossible. I did not want you to have to struggle through this entire race when you're doing it, you know, because I realized when I did the Evil series, it was truly evil. I did not think that it was going to be that hard. Well, I did think the Evil 6 one would have been hard, but anyway, the point is, I wanted to make this race so it's actually doable for most people. Some people might not know how to pull your steering stick back, so yeah, that's the only downside to this race, I guess you could say. If you don't know how to use the steering stick, that's probably a bad sign, and you probably might not be able to do this race. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, consider leaving a like, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think of this race down in the comments, because this race is crazy. I love this race. It's probably one of my new favorite races altogether now. Probably my favorite part was when I had to jump over the red bridge. Not so much this one, but the red bridge is probably the easiest one, so yeah. See you guys in the next one.